God. Oh my God, look how much land Japan's got. So I've got Russia as an ally now. That's good. And since they've got practically all things intact, that's fine. Yes, you can have military access. So the Russian Empire is my puppet. And basically, their forces are practically my forces, but, you know, it's best to have, like, instead of taking all the industry, because my industry, actually, there's a bug in the game I'll talk about before I talk about why it's important to have vassals. There's a bug in the game. If you produce too much shit in your factories, or if you go over a certain limit, the game crashes, basically, if you have too many factories. It just happens. One of the reasons why it's important to have vassals over than conquering all the territory is because you can only recruit about 0.1% of their population. I should see actually. Yeah, 0.2% of the eligible non-core population available. So that means that these guys, the Russian Empire, has 10% of their population available. And that 10% can be put in divisions, and those divisions can go to your cause. So it's pretty good in its own right. I mean, they've got Moscow, haven't they? Yeah, they have. Good. I mean, the whole Soviet industry is practically still there. I mean, the oil deposits in lower, next to the Black Sea, are all here, so they can build tanks if they need to. And they've got ports here, and build ports there, so they have a navy presence. So that's important. I think that's it, really. Now I need to prepare for the next war, so this isn't going to be fun. Maybe if I put it here. There we go. For building naval bases all around here. We need a huge supply zone. Once they're done, I'll start building their air towers as well. I'm not going to declare war against Armenia. Can't be asked. I'd imagine not. Now I need to build a navy. Get some strategic bombers. Alright, so that's fine. It's all well and dandy. Russian Empire, Japanese Empire, New Mongol Empire. It's a shame that they can't leave the factions. I know in the Millennium Dawn mod, people can leave factions and that, which is pretty cool. Otherwise, there's no challenge really, is there? Improve relations with the United States. Maybe now world tension will go down. Probably not. Is there any wars? Ah, yes, the Japanese-Chinese war. Oh shit. China's took a shit ton of casualties. 4.61 million. Total losses is 5 million. My god. Well, I'm not going to help them. So how many divisions have they got now then? They've got 5 divisions, but that'll grow in time. They've got 69 military factories as well, so that's pretty good. I mean, that's half of mine, practically. Civilian factories is pretty good. They've got 2,000 aircraft. They've got 3 million manpower, so yeah, they've got enough to make a dent. They've got 29 ships, which isn't good, but you know. I bet mine's not as good either. I can't be bothered with research. I don't really need to research anything anymore. You don't really need tanks, but I'm just going to research them anyway, get them more with. Might get a new type of aircraft. I'll be right back 1 second. Right. So let's see what happens. Have the camp wagon. Actually, to be honest, I kind of want bombers. It doesn't really matter though, does it? Having bombers. Because by the time the next war breaks out, these guys will have like 500,000 weapons in storage. They have no manpower. What? Guess they're not really fighting a war there. India. Oh god. Alright, so it's no longer called the Raj. And the Chinese-Japanese war is over. Naval effort. Excellent. Don't want U-boats. Let's build a shit ton of U-boats. Why not? Now I need to build a shit ton of aircraft. I'm just gonna absolutely fortify the shit out of everything. Land forts on the French border. So this is a faction manager, and leave the faction if I want. Japan is justifying a war against us. Well, they can't justify a war against us because they are in the Axis, so, you know, good luck with that. Right, so production. Tactical bombers. Building fucker wolves. Come on. Come on. So now I need a shit ton of these for them to make a navy that can rival Britain's. Definitely. So what's the supply zone here? That's alright. It's pretty cool. It's getting there as well. So what's the land forts? There's no land fort strength. Oh, they're fucked then. So I can easily take France if there's another war, which there's bound to be in a minute. But in a minute, I should and would have a great navy, hopefully. Let's go down here and make it more middle-ish. Ish. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Guess it doesn't matter. 3 battleships again. Need more though, so some destroyers. Although destroyers, I don't know how good destroyers are, to be honest. there's actually a shit ton of naval ports. Don't really use carriers because I think they're quite finicky to use, but I think I will use them in this case. So why not? Oh shit. Was that? Yeah, that's definitely outdated. That's overdated. Get a better destroyer. These are destroyers, aren't they? No, these are cruisers. These are destroyers. So Denmark has joined the Allies, haven't they? Yes, they're gonna declare war there. Actually, I think we're gonna build the submarines here. That'd be better. Now to give these support anti-tanks. There we go. Do I have enough? We're barely got enough. They get nothing. And they can't do anything because they're in my faction. And since you can't leave in factions, they can't do shit. No one can do shit once they're in your faction. So Japan can't declare war on us now. Which sort of breaks the game in my view, that the game's broken because, you know, when they're in your faction, that's it, you've won. That nation's never going to bother you ever again. Because, face it, they can't actually leave the faction, so you have complete dominance over them. Which is a shame. Never mind then, eh? That's some near heavy fighters. Let's use. Run low on rubber. Should be alright. There's naval bases on it. Yeah. Naval dockyards. So since they're naval dockyards, that's naval bases must be done in Spain. Which means this should be fine now, shouldn't it? No, almost. It's getting there. Still to start building carriers on that. The convoys at the top, the submarines at the top as well. So that's fine, it's all good. I don't need to go through the Maginot. Need to go for naval production. Here's the clown won't be. The United States is justifying against us, is it now? Now how the fuck am I gonna go over there? I've got a pretty good navy right now. Well, sort of. Do a better aircraft carrier. So, how long did it take? Oh, fuck's sake. American-German war. And Britain's gonna get in on this action, isn't it? Brilliant.
Zuhören!
Who the fuck are these? Ah, these are actually part of these guys. However, could put them there instead.
Befehle!
No, Netherlands is part of the Allies, isn't it?
Ihre Befehle?
They're not. Right, so they're gonna go there. Half of them is gonna go there. And another half of that half, which is a quarter, is gonna go here. Ah, fuck off. United States just joined the Allies. Yeah, good luck, mate. So much for peace there. That's been very peaceful, actually. I was just gonna live out in Europe. It's only a matter of time before the British and that join in. When France joins in, France is gonna get absolutely destroyed.